Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm Rolling Redneck. This is the camera acting up. Here is our little home base thing. It'll change as the story progresses. Items can be upgraded here at this little workbench. Each item has a few different slots for the different parts of the item.
Yes, what's on your mind? Taris? The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past, and things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows, and it gets worse the lower you go. That's all I can think of, at any rate. Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them. It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't. Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just...
So as you talk to your companions more, they'll open up to you, and they'll tell you things. Sometimes we'll be at varying times, but that's life in an RPG. Also, yeah.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack! Ready?
Discadu sukikumba na bona na gachu of tuikotu. Toba da bunqualia gandonago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hotonga. Yalamo inkapun. Jiloba mulirani bobo. Wango kumbeska gang, ba mamarulira, kuyabi juskuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun, slimo patona. Ndi hodonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayua tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bunqualia gando do nago chuchut. Muksha papangpa, pola wana chikne. Mamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Uba batu konchi. Tom nongbong shang nungyang. Tong Tox Mactelia.
For the record,
Sure.
my fingers are big, so I may touch the wrong line from time to time. Always loot the corpses. A very YouTube ad-friendly thing to say, isn't it?
Here!
I'll spare you this. Okay, door's open. Once again. Oh, I just realized I could push the cart.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home. That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden. Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price. I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. No, I don't think so. I can't afford to trust any... Good. I don't much like strangers in my home.
Okay, reasonable.
Tong Haitwam Jiji Jum Lumpa. Runda di Hotonga Kun Hunkabi. Chi gratu loda pograshi oniu kompa chita kumjus miki grabelmok.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Tong Haitwam Jiji Jum Lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundo ta kumjus miki grabelmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Chi gratu loda pograshi oniu kompa chintono muchuba. Dolpa da bongwale gandona gugu chuchut. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamul tong abu. We itanandayata. What are you ma? Tag, this jubonko koki bakpaka. Sing para chiska mule. Chan shak bulara. Umrao chiska duchi. On chubanjishka yanki. Toke gratun kun chichakun king kacha. We tam boragatong. Mulira asyang turong ni na potata. Achuta.
Sure.
Hang on, let's try again.
You again? I can't help. Just one of... I don't want to talk about... Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here. I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind... You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It's probably... That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer. Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
Okay, we got a quest here.
Akupa chekupa. Achuta.
Ready? On it. It's open.
Pudu, Tunirama na praka donko searcha, chupapanki.
Sure.
Raboda ni unkis na toma. Tukning na kongkun na mulira rabes.
What?
Na kunbes. Jingda mulira. Tonking ba non connect.
On it. It's open. Yes?
Strangely enough, committing all these robberies didn't get me a dark side point. Save early, save often.
I heard the gangs have overrun the lower city. Why don't the Sith go down there and restore order?
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a protocol droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you? The Sith are the new authority here on Taris. They seek to preserve the customs of our world, also I am told. More than this I cannot say. May I be of any further service to you? I am afraid that is impossible. Taris is currently under a planet-wide quarantine. The Sith are allowing no one to arrive or leave, except on official Sith business. May I be of any further service to you? The Taris Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent and dangerous place you would do well to avoid. May I be of any further... I am an employee of the Taris government, programmed to provide... May I be of any... I am an... May I... Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taris, and the Sith have promised to preserve such traditions. Of course, I have yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city without a permit. May I be of any further... Then, if you will excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
What's this? Another off-worlder? I didn't realize how many of you there were on Taris until this Sith quarantine.
I wonder if any of those Republic space pods survived crash. Taris used to be a nice place before the Sith showed up and started bossing us around.
Greetings and good day. I am a privileged... Then, if you will excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
I heard there's a swoop gang war in the lower city. They say you can get shot just walking in the streets down there.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties?
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Four refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Oh, believe me, I'm not stupid.
Please, don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get... It will take me a moment while I examine...
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris. I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits, power, women. It's the Tarisian dream, right? Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the Rakghoul serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while. I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger? Now be smart about this. You'll get a better deal selling to Davik.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
So yeah, that is one of the key components of this game. Light side and dark side choices. And depending what side you're on, you can get more different things. However, your party members will react to you differently.
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
Yes, what's on your mind? I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary? No. Well, it was an interrogation you wanted. Why didn't you say so? No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. True. Bastila is as powerful as they say. She's the one who defeated Darth Revan, after all. I guess that no Jedi ability, no matter how powerful, makes up for being completely surprised and outmatched. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? I don't know. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors. You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested a transfer. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board, but now they practically took over the ship, as far as I can tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises. I am working with you. I'd be a fool not to. I'd also be a fool not to expect the unexpected. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Uh-oh. 1 second. Not sure what happened there, but I guess you only missed inventory management. All right, I think I'm going to have to call it a day. Have a nice day, like and subscribe.